Hello everyone and welcome to Tournament 2 of Next Level Jumping. We are back with another 50 competitors to take on Next Level Jumping Tournament 2. And we're going to get straight into it. We're not wasting time here. We had a long intro last tournament, but let's get right into it. Kicking off with another A Clan kid, it is Silay. And the run is already over. What a great way to start. So we are on to Reina now. Failed the second obstacle in the last tournament, the dismount on the construction junction. Already better than Silay. Now, for revenge maybe, hopefully. Reina full sending in, no issues. Now into a new obstacle, the flower destruction. Gotta hop over the flowers and transfer on to another one. Two others actually. Struggling a bit to get on top of this flower. Now I will say, the time limit in the last tournament was strict. This one's way more strict. I believe it might be the strictest time limit in Halo jumping history. So Reina only has 25 seconds going into the X-Spider. This is already doomed. And Reina is not going to make it to the other set of windows. So we're on to Azia Kumai. Also failed the construction junction in the last tournament. Oh, boys. Oh my goodness, how is he alive? That was interesting, but he is on the construction junction again. And just like Reina, he's going to get his revenge. Gonna get on top of that first flower, first try. Oh, now he's going to go down. This makes the jump harder. I don't know why he's doing this. And he comes up short. Not a real good technique there. So we are now on to Sinful Mai, making their return. And oh no, gonna fail the first obstacle this time around. So we're on to the Scottish Psychopath. That's what I'm gonna call her because she is a psychopath. No offense, Obey Girly, but she failed this obstacle in the last tournament. And she is getting through, gonna get her revenge, just like Ozzy and Reina. Just jump there in the first try on the flower. Gets up top in the second one now. Now going for the third. Another misstep, that's alright though. Now into the X-Fire, gets to jump far back, but gets a huge jump off the trampoline and is going to slip off the window. Next up after that, we have Ace Hyper Shot get thrown off the cone jump there. And then Marfix for the second tournament in a row failed the X-Spider. And Archangel via, I still don't know, failed the cone jump. So we are now on to a newcomer, KUB Woo. Interesting name, as we have come to expect now, considering the first tournament. And they're going to overshoot the construction junction. So we're now on to the thumbnail of the last tournament. It is Affectionate. She failed the Sea Serpents in the last tournament. First Canadian of the tournament here. Gonna full send the construction junction. Wouldn't expect anything less from her. Now into flower destruction. Those jumps to get up top are not easy, as we have seen. Our competitors seem to be struggling a bit, as Affectionate is struggling here to get on top of the second one. Now can she on the top first try? Yes, she can. Just over 30 seconds now into the X-Spider, bit of lag. Gonna go straight through it. Gonna take a save jump there in the second window. Now the first competitor into the Sea Serpents. Only 20 seconds left. She's gonna want to go. She really has to hustle here. 12 seconds, not even through the obstacle. But she's taking her time and it's not looking good. And not even up the wall. One more try here before the time runs out. And Affectionate is going to time out on the warped wall. Next up on stage 1, it is Ripsy. Another newcomer here. Ripsy gets thrown off the cone jump. Unfortunate there as we're on to Talamari Jr. Talamari? Yeah, Talamari. Getting through the cone jump nicely. Did not get thrown around at all. As he's now on Construction Junction. And he's going to come up short of the third one. Lucky number 13 is Nashi 12. XII, so I'm assuming it's 12 unless there's another meaning that I do not know. She is on the Construction Junction as well. Gonna full send it. Seems like most of our competitors have gotten the hang of this obstacle. Now getting up top on the first flower, third obstacle. And this is the jump there. Ashi, known as Zelenska, Jazeera, the Fong Plank and a rolling hill and Halo Ninja Warrior. So far so good for Nashi. Not a lot of time as we have seen our competitors struggle with so far here. And Nashi's not going to get to the second Sea Serpent. So we're now on to a Hot Baba competitor who kicked off Next Level Jumping last tournament. Getting through the cone jump very nicely. Keeping her thrusters going. Gonna have to slow down here though. Oh, a spring jump. That's interesting. I don't know if she meant to do that, but it did look cool. Yes, a motorcycle outside. We definitely need to hear that. And a Hot Baba is going to fail the X-Spider. So we're now on to Dottie. At the Construction Junction last tournament. Gets on through it. Now into the second obstacle. And it's going to come up short of that second one. Another fail on the Construction Junction for Dottie. So we're on to an X-Spider fail last tournament. Ioku. Getting through cone jump. Now into Construction Junction. Also full sends. It seems like every single one of our competitors are full sending that obstacle now. Ioku struggling to get up top here. Is able to do so now into the second flower. This obstacle really is a time killer, as we've seen. All of our competitors have been struggling on time, as Ioku here has enough time to clear, just going to want to keep on moving, and that is what they're doing now. Ioku gets the second serpent. Gonna want to keep it moving here. And takes a save jump. Gonna want to get this 1-1 though. 12 seconds left, and they are not up in one. Almost just ran off the side of the back of the wall. They're up in 2 though. 5 seconds left. It is not looking good for Ioku. And a misstep there. And Ioku is out of time on stage 1. After that, we had I'm not even gonna try in this one. Filipino failed the flower destruction. And then Parallax, fortunately, went out the dismount the Construction Junction. And then Naz Pika failed the flower destruction. We're on to a Sea Serpent victim in the last tournament, Raven. Raven kind of gets bumped by that last cone there. Another full sender here. Obstacle took out a lot of competitors in the last tournament, but Raven got through it with no issues. And doing the flower destruction pretty good here too. This is like the best one we've seen. A little misstep there though. It's alright. Good amount of time, over 35 into the X-Spider now. As good as you can get. This is the obstacle she failed in the last tournament. 25 now into the second serpent. And Raven gonna get onto the third serpent. And the dismount. Not up the wall in one. She's gonna want to get up it here though if she wants a shot at clearing. Oh, her kneecaps were there. Oh, Raven was so close. But unfortunately, it's just too late. Raven is out on the warp wall. You're now on to Conjureth, known as Verai or Veroy in the last tournament. They were number 48 and failed the X-Spider. Is it a he? Yes, this is a he. I had high hopes going into tournament 1 as I put him at 48. Fortunately, could not get past that X-Spider though. The Conjureth is now into Flower Destruction. Lucky number 21. I know Flame and Chumpy love this number. Conjureth, a little misstep there. That's alright. Now into the X-Spider. This is time for revenge. Gets a huge jump. Actually mounts into the thing this time. And is going to get through it. Well done, Conjureth, as he's onto the Sea Serpents. Not a whole lot of time, but none of our competitors have had a whole lot of time. Conjureth is through it. 15 seconds in the warp wall, up it in 1. On to the final climb now, with actually time left here. Conjureth getting up the final climb, and it's going to be our first finisher in Tournament 2, with 2 seconds left on the clock. Well done to Conjureth. High hopes in the last tournament, wasn't able to pull through, but it is time for Conjureth here in Tournament 2. Clean run, no missteps, up the wall in 1, which you love to see, especially with this time limit. You're like guaranteed at most 3 attempts at the wall if you really full send. Good job, Conjureth, as you are our first finisher here. So we're on to Beams. Beams off on stage 1. Time limit's the same as last tournament, but especially the third obstacle, it takes a lot longer than the rotating bridge. Beam stops there on the 3rd bar. Now is on to Flower Destruction. Little misstep there, that's alright. Gets onto the 2nd flower, another misstep. Seems that most of our competitors are getting up on their 2nd try. Oh my goodness. Beams barely makes it to the 3rd flower. 30 seconds now into the X-Spider. Gets into that window. And going straight for the dismount. Oh, save jump. It's another save jump. He's going to get pushed off. He panicked. And it's all over for Beams. So you're on to Invixity. I believe Invixity did fail the X-Spider in the last tournament, not quite sure. Invixity, oh, didn't get a good jump, is going to come up short in the construction junction. Unfortunate, as we're on to a AE clan kid right here, Buble. Always have high hopes for the AE clan kids. Buble already did better than Sile, so good on him. Flower Destruction, trying to go straight up to that 2nd little, I can't really call it a pedal, but we're gonna call it a pedal. Buble flying through this obstacle, gets up over 40 seconds in the X-Spider. This is the fastest pace we've seen so far. Buble getting through onto the Sea Serpents now, and oh, gets a save jump, another one. What a save. Didn't get it that good of a bounce, going kind of cut left, going straight onto that 2nd serpent. Now into the 3rd one. 20 seconds left. Buble has the time. Up the wall in 1. 15 seconds left. Buble overshoots the final climb. Oh my goodness. Similar to Tufei in the last tournament when she came up short of it. And speaking of, Tufei is here. Number 25, halfway through the tournament. So I was saying though, Tufei came up short of the bar in the last tournament and had enough time to clear. Hopefully Tufei can avenge her fail from last tournament and avenge Buble. Fei onto the flower destruction. Little misstep. It's alright. Japanese competitor. More missteps. It gets up top onto the X-Spider now. That jump down to the trampoline, it is so far that you have to press the A button, otherwise you'll just get launched downwards and won't get a bounce. Fei, 20 seconds left on the second Serpent. Definitely gonna want to get the 1-1 here, as Fei is onto it. And up the 1-1, 12 seconds left. Don't undershoot it. She's onto it. She's climbing, but she has to hurry. 6 seconds left. Can Fei make it? Fei getting up. Go! Don't wait around. Fei clears the first stage with half a second left on the clock. Another AE Clan kid pulling through on the first stage of Next Level Jumping. Oh, I was worried there when Fei stopped at the top, but barely pulls through. Adventure fail from last tournament. Avenge Bubble. So we are halfway through this tournament now. We have 2 finishers on stage 1. So we're now on to Majestic Heart 48. Second appearance here. Trials of Achilles didn't have that many ranks. You've been noticing throughout the tournament, we have novices, and as we will see later on in the tournament, we have ranks of finishers. It's gonna be a whole bunch of ranks. Eventually, new stars and all stars, but that'll be further on down the line for sure. But I am enjoying this tournament so far. I'm enjoying just hosting these. Hope you're enjoying watching. This Majestic Heart with a good amount of time in the X-Spider for what it's worth. And you're gonna slip off the X-Spider though. As we had Ms. Luxury got tied for 10th place in the last tournament. It was a good showing, failing the Sea Serpents. She failed it again here today, but did not get as far. And It's Aura was number 3 in the last tournament. This time around, was unable to get through the X-Spider. So we then went on to Bashful. He failed the Construction Junction. So we're on to a competitor who got all the way to the Warped Wall in the last tournament, Utah J. Soot. Competitor from South Korea. There's another motorcycle outside being very loud. Very fun. Utah taking some time on that last bar. Gets up top first try in that first flower. Oh, almost got onto the second one first try. Now struggling here a bit. Time was obviously an issue last tournament as she could not get up the wall. Hopefully she can keep up a good pace going through the X-Spider and Sea Serpents. Quickly through the X-Spider. Now Sea Serpent's trying to get back to the Warped Wall. Less than 20 seconds left now though. Really gonna want to get up the 1-1 here. As she barely gets on the third Serpent. Almost 10 seconds left. Not up the wall in 1. Oh no, not again. Utah, you can't let this happen. Yeah, she got up it for a pride at least. But is going to time out on the final climb. At least she got up the wall though. It is a better run than last tournament. 30 runs, 2 clears as we're on to Nightblade. Nightblade went out on the Construction Junction last time around. Oh, cone jump barely gets on the last one. Is going to get pushed off. We're on to the Queenish. I'm going to take a guess by their gamer tag and say they are female, but I do not know as they do not have a mic, so that's right. They're actually going to take their time here on the Construction Junction, which is probably not a good idea. Nice save jump. Going for that fourth one now. Queenish has got it. Into Flower Destruction. Gets up top. Oh. A little extra jump there. struggling on this second flower. And didn't even get up top there. Okay. Time already down to almost 20 seconds left on the third obstacle. This is really not looking good for Queenish. Into the X-Fighter now, and did not even press the A button there, you could tell, as they got no bounce whatsoever. As we're on to yet another newcomer. Biggie's 08. Maybe they're born in 2008? I know I was, so I don't know. Biggie's going through the construction junction. Full sending it, love to see it. Down to Flower Destruction, goes straight into it, didn't even stop to line himself up there. Just went deep into the flower. Struggles on that first part. Gets up top, going for the second flower. Now struggling with this one as well. Still can't get up top. Really struggling with this one. Okay. Piggy's not really setting himself up. He kind of backed up there to set himself up. Similar time to Queenish onto the third flower. Almost 20 seconds left here. He's really struggling. Gonna beat the obstacle, it looks like, into the X-Spider now. And he gets into the first window as a klaxon sounds. Now going for the second window, is not gonna make it. So we're on to the English. It's Scarlet. Got to the Sea Serpents last time. Was the first competitor to attempt it ever. Fun little stat there for the course. It's Scarlet jumping his way through. Now into the flower. Getting on through that. Almost made up top first try in the second flower. Gets into the third one now. Gets bumped a little bit. It's alright. 35's decent time here. Jumps early there. Gets far back in the trampoline. Is going to come up short of the X-Spider. Unfortunate. We're on to another AE Clan kid here. We're on to Koke. Koke had a pretty decent run last tournament. Hopefully can build upon it here though. Koke did fail getting onto the third serpent, went too deep into the water. Fortunately drowned. Koke trying to beat stage 1 here today. Gets up top first, trying the second flower. Nice transition. My cat just almost jumped right on top of me. Koke into the X-Spider and gets a perfect bounce. Now going for that second set of windows, and the dismount able to make it. 25 seconds left in the Sea Serpents now, and going for that second one. He's got it. Still at this pace, is going to want to get the 1-1. He gets his revenge over that jump. Now onto the warped wall. Up in one. 10 seconds left, Koke. He's still going to want to hurry here. He's got to fly up the final climb. Go, Koke. Go. Koke, yes. 0.6 of a second left on the clock. Our 3 finishers so far have a combined 3.1 seconds left. That is very brutal. This time limit is no joke. What a run from Koke. Another AE Clan kid beating stage 1. That's 4 in both of these 2 tournaments. As we're on to Ane, who is matching armor with Koke. It's pretty cool right there. Ane hoping to join Koke on the stage. Oh no, Ane fails the construction junction. We're now onto the German Zampira. Zampira getting on through. And now into Flower Destruction. Transition to the second one. Got it. Gets up first try. You love to see it. It's a first try there. That was a perfect Flower Destruction run. Now into the X-Spider. Gonna take a save jump. 1 on each window. Gets on the Sea Serpents with 30 seconds left. Now going for the second one. Got it. Second serpent, 20 seconds left. Going for that third serpent. Barely gets it. Again, gonna want to get this 1-1. Zampiero lining it up, going for it. Not up in one. This time limit is so brutal. If you don't get up the 1-1, it's like you're done for. And Zampiero is going to time out on the warped wall. Unfortunate there. Next up, we had Navai. Navai failed the dismount of the Sea Serpent's last tournament, but couldn't get on the third one here today. And then Desires Ablaze with the actual correct flag this tournament. Failed the cone jump, unfortunately. And then Limba. I believe he failed. I don't know if he failed the dismount last tournament with Construction Junction, but he failed it here today. And then the last digest of the tournament, Ari Paz became the first competitor to fail the first obstacle stage 1 twice, getting absolutely launched. Next up on stage 1 is Luza, back again. Hoping not to be a Luza on stage 1. Failed the X-Spider last tournament, as did many others. Now getting a save jump on the Construction Junction, lining himself up for the third. Now going straight to the fourth and beats the obstacle. Now into Flower Destruction. Taking out a few competitors, not really meant to take you out by failing it, but the time has definitely been an issue on this obstacle as Luza's getting on through. Gets up top nicely, around 30 seconds now. Into the X-Spider, hoping to get revenge. Luza gonna take a save jump on that second window and beats it. Oh, a save jump right away on the Sea Serpents. Really low on time. Gonna want a full send, and that is not at all what I was expecting. As we are on to the 8th place finisher of the last tournament. These last 8 competitors are all in finishing order from the last tournament. Satreya getting first out of the competitors who failed stage 1. Had enough time to clear in the last tournament, but just had a choke job on the last obstacle. Hopefully he can get his revenge here today. He's up top on the first flower. Going for the second one. Up top there too. Can he get a perfect run? Oh, well, I mean, maybe. Do we count that as perfect? He did barely make it to the third one. Barely makes it on to top of the X-Spider. Now going for the dismount. Oh my goodness, taking a save jump. Satreya is alive and well. Well, just alive. I don't know about well. 20 seconds left. Gonna want to hurry now. Satreya barely gets onto the second serpent. This run is crazy. Satreya comes up short of the third serpent. Worse than last tournament, as we're on to one of our 7 finishers of the last tournament is Kaguya, the first ever finisher on next level jumping. Did get last place on stage 2. So top 7, that's really good. It's Kaguya, 3rd fastest time of the last tournament. Looking to keep that same pace here today. So far, so good. It's a little misstep there, but getting up top 2nd try is alright. Hits his head there again. Kaguya up top, 35. Oh, going for the X-Spider. Gets saved up, gets pushed away. Kaguya is not going to make it back to stage 2. He got a save jump off the window, but save jump too early, and that'll push you away. As we're on to Hauze. Failed the Saucer Scramble last tournament. Luckily, if he gets to stage 2, that obstacle isn't there anymore. Little spoiler. Hauze full sending Construction Junction. Struggling to get up top here, really struggling. Hauze now going for the second flower. Now for the third one. Still not the most time, gonna want to hurry. And Hauze is gonna full send the X-Spider and is gonna come up short of the Sea Serpents though. The dismount of the X Spider there, Jose could not do it. Jumped while being crouched, and that just cut off all his momentum. As we're on to Caesary. Changed his secondary color there to yellow instead of orange. No longer copying my armor from one of the tournaments, I don't know. Caesary, one of 5 metal spin victims in the last tournament, did get last place out of the people who failed the obstacle. Caesary, getting up top, took 2 attempts on both those flowers. And 2 attempts on all of them. 2 attempts for a reason, I guess. Now 30 seconds in the X Spider. Taking a save jump on that second one. Dismount, Caesary gets it, but walks off the Sea Serpent. Caesary looked like he was on it. And then he just walked forward and fell. Maybe he panicked, I don't know. But we're on to resumed. Number 50 last tournament. Got 4th place. Failing the metal spin. You can see there, she's cutting off her momentum into the construction junction so she does not overshoot the bars. Veteran jumper move. Zoom trying to go up top right away there, didn't make it. Makes it there though. Good amount of time left in the X Spider. Gonna avenge Kaguya, Caesary, and Jose. 25 into the second Serpent. It's more time than we've seen a lot of competitors have at this point. Maybe he'll have 2 attempts at this wall. Resumed is only going to need 1 though. 15 seconds on to the final climb. Resumed, it's not going to be a 15.7 clear time here today, but it's still going to be the fastest time up to this point. 5.5 seconds left on the clock. That is very exciting. Our first competitor to ever beat stage 1 twice on Next Level Jumping, as we are on to one of 3 competitors who failed the dismount of the metal spin in the last tournament. Jelle tied first, but I did put Jelle third here, third to last, because she came up short by the most feet or whatever on the metal spin dismount. Zepsi made it the furthest, but I'm still marking it as a tied first as they all failed the same jump. I'm not going to do any special treatments or anything like that. Failed the same jump, it's the same thing, and here we go again. Jelle with the skip on the Sea Serpents, going to that second side, going to cut left, going straight onto the second Serpent. 25 into the warped wall. Gonna have like a lot of attempts, so it doesn't even matter. 20 seconds in the final climb. Jelle taking a save jump there. She knows she has the time. Jelle is going to get the fastest time on stage 1. 9.6 seconds left. Jelle cleared faster than she did in the last tournament too. That's kind of surprising with this time limit. That skip again definitely saved a lot of time. No save jump required either. That was very impressive. She did it last tournament. She did it again here today. She's going back to stage 2. Our 4th finisher on stage 1. So we're on to Lucid Dream 791. Again, made it to the dismount of the metal spin. Could not make it. Tied first though. So Lucid is getting through the construction junction. Down to the flower destruction. Little misstep, it's alright. Now I'm going for that 3rd flower. Gets up top right away. 40 seconds left now. Going to the left side of the X Spider. Taking a save jump on that window. A second save jump. Bit cautious there. Onto the Sea Serpents now. Just about makes it to the second one. Gets across to this other side. And through the Sea Serpents, 15 seconds left. Lucid up the wall in 1. 10 seconds left though, she might want to hurry. Keep going, Lucid. Oh no, a slip up. Lucid, you gotta go now. Lucid's gotta fly. Lucid Dreams beats stage 1. Our third competitor to beat stage 1 with under a second left. That is insane. So we're on to the man who got closest to beating the metal spin out of anybody in the last tournament, Zepsi. He stuck the last ledge of the metal spin, but still could not get the dismount. He's the thumbnail of this tournament, for good reason, obviously. He made the first 2 obstacles look like a complete joke. Zepsi comes up short of the Flower Destruction mount. I was not expecting anyone to fail that jump. Maybe he just tried to line himself up right away and didn't want to line up the jump up top. But either way, Zepsi is out on the third obstacle of stage 1. As our 6 finishers are Conjureth, Tufei, Kokei, Resumed, Jelly, and Lucid Dreams. Got 4 countries on stage 2 here. Pretty cool. As Conjureth is going to kick us off on stage 2. In a minute for stage 2, 5 seconds less than last tournament. Time limit was already strict enough, and it's even more strict here. You got 3 new competitors and 3 old competitors on stage 2. Good variety right there. Conjureth, little misstep, another misstep. It's alright. Up top to the second set, going to the third set. Another misstep. Conjureth now half time, going for the dismount. Able to make it. Now onto the new obstacle, the Broken Ridge. Gets into that first ridge, going for the second one now. And he has got it. Now just a dismount remaining. 15 seconds left. He's really going to want to hurry now. But the metal spin. 5 people failed the last tournament. But Conjureth gets through it. He's going to have to fly. Conjureth, only 5 seconds left. He's going so slow. Conjureth is not going to make it. He's out of time. Oh, the best run we have seen on Next Level Jumping. But unfortunately, it's still a stage 2 failure. So we're now on to Tufei, as there's a loud car outside. Probably shouldn't have the window open, but it's really hot. Tufei getting on through the fish hooks. Now onto the swap salmon ladder. Tufei goes to the second set. Couple missteps. Another one. Tufei is up top now, going for the third set. Tufei around the same time as Conjureth, now going for the dismount and doesn't even get a jump. Tufei is out on the swap salmon ladder, so we're on to our good friend Kokei. Kokei is off on stage 2 for his minute. Taking his time here on the fish hooks. And gets through it. Now the swap salmon ladder. Jumps across up the second set. Doing it perfectly. Now the third set. One misstep there. But one's alright. Now he's going to go around for the left side. Will he get a jump? He will. And he'll beat the obstacle. Half time now into the Broken Ridge. Can he get the transfer? Yes, he can. Now Kokei going for the dismount, and he doesn't get it. Kokei is out. Just like Tufei, where she didn't jump off the salmon ladder, he didn't get the jump or the dismount of the Broken Ridge. Now Resumed is up. Resumed did fail the metal spin like many others in the last tournament. Resumed at a very quick pace in the last tournament on stage 2 at 35 seconds to the metal spin. And it's not going to be that here today, as Resumed is already down to 35 seconds. Now he gets a beautiful jump for the dismount onto the Broken Ridge. Resumed gets into the first ridge, going for the transfer, and Resumed doesn't make it. Resumed not even going to get back to the metal spin. We're down to the last AE clan kid standing is Jelly. 4 competitors up, 4 competitors down. Only 2 more to go. Jelly. A little slip up. Jelly did struggle on the swap Samurai last tournament. Struggling a bit here. Yep, there's another misstep. But Jelly lining herself up for the dismount, and that was an even better jump than resumed. Into the broken ridge. Hopefully she'll do better here in the resumed as well. She will. Can she avenge Koke for the dismount? She'll do that as well. Now into the metal spin, the obstacle that took her out in the last tournament. She's gonna switch sides, gonna go for the dismount and make it. 12 seconds left. As she's taking her time, she has to go. She's doing a bunch of short jumps. You have to fly, Jelly. Go. Hurry up. Make it in time. Go for the dismount. Make it there. Yes. Jelly beats stage 2 with 0.4 of a second left. The first ever finisher on stage 2 of Next Level Jumping. And that is the 4th time we have seen somebody clear with under a second left in this tournament. This is unbelievable. Jelly pulling through on stage 2, the first one ever to do it. The AE clan kids have to be so proud of her, as she is, I mean, these short jumps did not help anything with her time, but she was still able to make it, jumped her way to the buzzer, and is going to stage 3. But we still could see Lucid Dreams join her on stage 3. She's the last person to go here on stage 2. She is off now in the second stage. Lucid, full send the fish hooks, good strategy there. Into the swap Samurai with a nice slide. Something you can't do in Halo Infinite. Well, at least in jump courses. Lucid Dreams, little slip up. Goes across for the second transfer. And Lucid's up top. And the dismount, yep, no problems. Now the broken ridge goes deep into the first one. And a bit deep inside the second one as well. Lucid Dreams through the broken ridge with 20 seconds left. Can she get a revenge? Lucid does not get a good jump off that first metal spin there. And is going to come up short as Jelly is our only stage 2 clear. 0.4 of a second left as well. That is wild. So we're going straight into stage 3 here. Our first time seeing it on Next Level Jumping. It all begins with the Tower Terror. Jelly getting across these towers, varying distances and heights. The first and last one are slanted. You can walk down this one. Looks like Jelly's going to do that. Now Jelly into the rocky road. Jelly, oh no, oh, save jump, a second save jump. What a save. Jelly shooting that spot. That was an unbelievable save. Jelly's had some wacky runs going into the curtain climb, like the curtain cling, but up as she's got it. Now going down the tube. You don't have to, but it's advertised to. As she's onto the crazy cliffhanger now. Drops down to the third ledge. Now for the transfer. Makes it. Now the lateral jump. The last jump, besides dismount, Jelly gets it. Now the dismount, no issues. Halfway through the stage into the vent pyramid. Jelly gets into the second vent, going for the third, but she hits her head. And Jelly, the tournament ends right there. She got her arm stuck inside the support. It was interesting. But Jelly, on her first ever stage 3 attempt, getting halfway through the stage, very well done. We'd love to see improvements here, and Jelly did improve by a lot. Jelly, you can see, lateral jump there was no issues for her. But this vent pyramid, it is very difficult. You have to get a late jump, and she unfortunately did not, and she hit her head. And that is the end of Tournament 2. It is all game over. An improvement, though, which we love to see. Well done, Jelly. They're getting a second first place in a row. This one was outright, though. And that is the end of the tournament here. I thank you all so much for watching Next Level Jumping Tournament 2. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. And I will see you very soon for Next Level Jumping Tournament 3. Farewell, everyone.